So hello friends, good morning. My name is Abhishek. Today we are going to discuss the second video of the topic sitting arrangement. In the first video we have already gone through the concept, what happens in sitting arrangement, the types of sitting arrangement, and some questions based on the first type, that was linear sitting arrangement, right? So we are gonna start with the some more questions of linear sitting arrangement. Okay, right? So the question is question number 16 to 20. The question is, in an exhibition, 7 cars of different companies, Cadillac, Ambassador, Fiat, Maruti, Mercedes, Bedford and Forgo are standing facing to east in the following order. He is saying that Cadillac is next right of Fargo. That means if we put Fargo here, so Cadillac is next right of Fargo. This is correct. Thereafter Forgo is fourth right to the Fiat. That means Forgo is fourth right of Fiat. That means there should be 3 cars between that of Forgo and Fiat, right? Thereafter Maruti car is between Ambassador and Bedford. If we look the number of cars that we have, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, we have 7 cars, right? That means, and how many cars I have drawn? 1 2 3 4 5 6. That means the statement Maruti car is between Ambassador and Bedford, that means Maruti must be here. Maruti must be here. Thereafter he is saying that Fiat, which is third to the left of Ambassador, Fiat that is third to the left of Ambassador. That means if we put Ambassador here, right, so Fiat, which is third to the left of Ambassador, is at one ends. That means here Fiat is at one ends, right? So we can see that how many cars I have drawn, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and total 7 cars are here. So we can draw one more. Okay, let us go through once again. Cadillac is next to the right of Forgo, has been done. Forgo is fourth to the right of Fiat, this has been done. Maruti car is between Ambassador and Bedford, so Maruti car is between Ambassador and Bedford, we can draw here, so this can be drawn. And thereafter one car that is missing, so one car that is missing is your Mercedes, so we can place Mercedes here, right? And once the arrangement has been made, so we can give the answers of the question very easily. Like if we look at the question number 16, the question is, which of the car are on the board side of the Cadillac car? If we check Cadillac car and board side of Cadillac car, the cars are Forgo and Mercedes. So answer will be Forgo and Mercedes, the option number C, right? If we check question number 17, like the question is, which of the following statement is correct? Okay, Maruti is next left of Ambassador. So Maruti next left of Ambassador, this statement is correct, right? Okay, our first statement is correct. Question number 18, which one of the following statement is correct? Forgo car is in between Ambassador and Fiat. So Forgo, Ambassador and Fiat, this statement is absolutely wrong. If we check for the another statement, this statement is Cadillac is next left to Mercedes car. So Cadillac is next left of Mercedes car, this statement is correct, right? So this way we can give the answers of the question once we are done with the arrangement. Then giving the answers of the question is not a big task, right? Okay, so let us go through the level 2 questions of linear sitting arrangement. Level 1 sitting arrangement we have already gone through, right? So let us come through some good quality of question in linear sitting arrangement, right? Okay, so you can have the question like question number 1 to 5. I can write the name, question number 1 to 5. And the question is, study the following information carefully and answer the question given below. A, B, C, D, E, F and G are sitting in a straight line facing north. Facing north, that means facing this direction, right? But not necessarily in the same order. There is only one person between F and C. So we can write it as there is one person between F and C. So either the arrangement can be this or either the arrangement can be Okay. Thereafter he is saying that E sits between A and D. So this must be E sits between A and D. This should be here or this should be here. Like in both the cases, E is between A and D. Thereafter, there are only 2% between E and G. So if we check E and G, so like if G is here, so 2% should be there. So we can write it as there is 2% between E and G. Either this can be here or 2% between E and G. This can be here. Thereafter, F sits on the immediate left of A. So we can write it as F sits on the immediate left of A. That means this arrangement has been cancelled, right? So that means F must be here, F on the immediate left of A. Who sit in the middle of the row, right? That means he is saying about F, F sit in the middle of the row. Okay, so let us first check that how many people are there who are to be seated in the row A, B, C, D. After F sit on the immediate left of A. That means there must be F on the immediate left of A. This should be here. And who sit in the middle of the row? That means he is saying about A, that A is in the middle of the row. Let us read the statement once again. The statement is F sit on the immediate left of A. Who is in the immediate middle? Who is in the middle of the row? That means here A is on the immediate, in the middle of the row. Thereafter we can make the arrangement like, let us have a reading once again. There is only 1% between F and C, so this has been done. E sit between A and D, so E sit between A and D, so E should be here and D should be here. E sit between A and D. Thereafter there are 2% between E and G, so 2% between E and G, that means G must be here. F sit on the immediate left of A, so this has been done. Who sit in the middle of the row, so this has been done. Thereafter F and 2% C, that means F 1% between C, so this must be here, right? And in the left of A we have already placed 3 people. In the right of A there must be 3 people, so the people that is remaining is B. So our final arrangement should be this, right? So once the arrangement has been made, we can give the answers of the question very easily. In the question we are given with the 5 questions, we can go any of the 2 questions, right? So friends, I am going through the question number 2 and 5. If we check question number 2, like who among the following sit at extreme end of the row? So friends, if we check, B and C are at the extreme end of the row. And if we check question number 5, like the question is which of the following statement is true with regarding of B? So we can check B sit on the right, second to the right of A. This is wrong. B is 4 to the left of G. This is also wrong. Thereafter B sit at extreme right of the row. B sit at the extreme right of the row. This statement is perfectly correct. So friends, what we have learned from the question, we have to make the arrangement one by one, a part of arrangement, then we have to concatenate all the arrangements and make the final arrangements, right? And once the arrangement has been made, we can give the answers of the question very easily, right? Okay, so coming to the next question, question number 6 to 11, right? So question number 6 to 11, the question is right, I can see here. Okay, so the question is P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. There are again 7 people in the question, are sitting on a wall and all of them are facing west. So all of them are facing west. If we talk about west, so the direction is north, south, east, west. That means all of them are facing toward the left side. Okay, so the question is S is on the immediate left of R, right? So I mean a particular direction is given west, but if I made the arrangement on the north side, the meaning will be same. So I am just making the arrangement on the north side, right? So the question is S is on the immediate left of R. So we can phrase that S is on the immediate left of R. This is correct. Thereafter he is saying T is at extreme end and Q has as his neighbor. That means T, Q should be there and T is at one of the extreme ends, but I don't know that T is at left end or T is at right end. Okay, thereafter he is saying V is between Q and U. So if V is between Q and U, that means this can be here V and U and V and U. So any of the two arrangement is correct, but he is saying that V is between Q and U. Okay, thereafter S is sitting third to the left, third from the north end, right? So third to the north end, S is sitting third from the north end. So north end will be this and S is sitting third from the north end. So if we take S here, okay, first, second, third. Okay, so S is sitting third from the north end, right? So in the first arrangement, in the first site we have made this arrangement. Let us check once again. S is on the immediate left of R. That means R must be here. T is at extreme end and Q has his neighbor. So T is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means one person is remaining and the person that is remaining is P, right? So P must be here, and you can see in the arrangement, like once we have done like two arrangements. So he is saying that T is at the extreme end, so automatically our left arrangement has been cancelled, and the final arrangement that is being done is T, Q, V, U, S, R and P. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So final arrangement is this, right? Okay, let us check the question. Question number 6, who is sitting to the left of S? If we check, left of S will be U. So this is correct, question number 6. If we check question number 7, which of the following pair of people are sitting at the extreme end? If we check extreme end, so the people who are sitting at the extreme end are T and P, right? If we check the question number 8, name the person who should change place with R such that he get 4th place from the south end. 1, 2, 3, 4. So U, answer of this question will be U, right? Question number 10, which of the following condition given above are not required to fill out the place in which P is sitting? So friends, for finding the position of P, all these statements are required. So answer of this question will be all are required, right? So friends, we have gone through 3 questions. Let us discuss few more questions of the linear seating arrangement, right? So starting with the next question, question number 10 to 13. So the question is, study the following information carefully and answer the questions given. The question is, 7 friends P, Q, R, S, T, U and V are standing in a straight line facing north. North, that means this direction, but not necessarily in the same order. U stands second from the left end of the line. That means whatever is the left end, so U is standing second from the left end, right? Okay, thereafter only 2 persons sit between U and T. If U is second, that means if there are two persons between U and T, so the arrangement should be like this. Thereafter only one person sit between P and R, so that means we can make the arrangement like different arrangement, like there is only one person between P and R, so either the arrangement can be this or either the arrangement can be this. Thereafter V stands third to the left of R. V stands third to the left of R, that means if R is here, so V must be here, or if R is here, then V must be here. So let us check what is the position of V. Thereafter my last statement is neither R nor U is an immediate neighbor of S. So that means S will not be here. Okay, so we are getting two different combinations, and how to concatenate it, let us check once again. Who stands, like U stands second from the left end of the line, so this has been done. This is the second first. Thereafter only two persons stand between U and T, so this is already done. And total how many people are there? 7 people. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, that means 2 more people can be here. Thereafter only one person stand between P and R, so as we have made only one person sit between P and R, so either where I can place P and R, either I can place P and R here, right, any of the two places, and he is saying that V is third to the left of R. So if we place R here, so V cannot be third to the left of R, because first, second, third, it can be here, it can be here. Okay, and if we place like P R, okay, so let us check once again. V stand third to the left of R. Okay, and the question is only one person stand between P and R, so I can place like P and R here, and he is saying V stand third to the left of R. So if R is here, the first, second, third, V is here. Thereafter U stand third to the left of R, V stand third to the left of R. Neither R not U is an immediate neighbor of S. Okay, that means R cannot be here, R cannot be here, so remove R from this place, right? Just place R here. If R is here, so if R is here and one gap P is here and second to the left, that means the gap of 2, thereafter V. This is correct. Okay, he is saying that neither R not U is an immediate neighbor of S. That means S cannot be here, but S can be here, right? So our final arrangement will be this. Okay, if we check with the available arrangement that has been made, the person that is remaining is Q. So Q must be here, right? So we can check, friends, our final arrangement will be this. Once the arrangement has been made, we can go for the questions available. Like the question is question number 10. Which of the following is true with regarding to Q? So if we check regarding to Q, like the statement is P stands second to the left of Q, so this is not correct. Thereafter S is one of the immediate neighbor of Q, so S is not an immediate neighbor of Q. C, only one person stand between Q and T, only one person stand between Q and T. This statement is absolutely correct, right? So our arrangement will be like this. Okay, question number 11. The question is 4 of the following 5 form a group as per the given arrangement. Which of the following does not belong to the group? Let us check. RQ are the immediate neighbors. Thereafter TP, also immediate neighbor. Thereafter VT, if we check VT, these are not immediate neighbors. And further if we check UV, so UV are also immediate neighbors. That means our answer will be C, that is VT, right? Okay, let us go to question number 13. Like he is saying, which of the following pairs stand at extreme end of the line? So if we check extreme end of the line, so VS will be the answer, right? So I guess friends, this question will be clear. Let us move to the another one. Like the question is question number 21 to 26. Okay, so the question is like study the following information and answer the question. 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are standing on a row facing towards north. That means north direction is this. There are 3 married couple in the group. Any person does not sit with her spouse. D and E both married but not to each other. So friends, in the blood relation we have already studied that whenever we have to make a married couple, we denote it with the double-sided arrow. So he is saying that D and E both married couple, so we can denote it as D married couple and E is also a married couple but not to each other. R3 are sitting 3 places away from each other. That means if I place D here, so there should be a gap of 3 and thereafter E. Either the arrangement can be this, or if I place D first, then the gap of 3 and thereafter there should be D, right? Okay, so the question is D and E both are married but not to each other, are sitting 3 places away from each other. H is single and she is sitting at the maximum possible distance from F. Okay, that means H is single and she is sitting at the maximum possible distance of F. Like if we check the total number of people, that is 8, and F is sitting at the maximum possible distance from H, that means there are 6 people between F and H. Okay, A is not married to D, that means A should not be here. There are exactly 4 people sitting between H and B, so we can place wherever H and B will be, the position of H has been determined. Okay, thereafter C, who is married to B, is an immediate neighbor of A, so we can write it as C is married to B. And one thing also we have determined that C is immediate left of A. Thereafter F is unmarried and he is not sitting right of any other member. That means F is unmarried and he is not sitting right of any member. That means F is sitting on the immediate left, right? So if we place F here, and total we have 8 students, so we can place 6 students in between. So 6 student has been there, and there was a condition in the equation, like there were H was sitting at the maximum possible distance from F. So like we can place H here, right? Thereafter we have one more arrangement, like there are exactly 4 people sitting between H and B. So if H is here, so 1 2 3 4 people sitting between H and B, that means B must be here. So this is done, right? Okay, so if we start putting the arrangement, so what can be here? We have to keep one arrangement, one statement is mind, that any person is not sitting with his or her wife, right? Okay, so if we check like if we place D here, thereafter gap of 3 1 2 3, E must be here. Okay, and if we place E here, so E cannot be here, D cannot be here. That means we just place like this, like D and the gap of 3 thereafter E, or E the gap of 3 thereafter D. any of the two statement is correct. Okay, and thereafter we have a arrangement that C is to the immediate left of A. That means the place that is remaining is this, right? C is to the immediate left of A. Thereafter we have one more arrangement, we have one more statement that any person does not sit with his or her spouse. So the spouse of C is B. The spouse of C is B. That means C cannot be here. That means this is not correct. This is not correct. C who is married to B is an immediate neighbor of A. So we can write it as A and C, because he is saying that immediate neighbor of A. So we can place like this. Okay. Thereafter if we start putting, so like we can place D here. A is not married to D. Okay, like if any of the has come, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G is remaining. Okay, thereafter C, the spouse of C is B, so C, B, these are not with each other. What is remaining? A, so the spouse of A should be here, right? AD. So if A is not here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G should be here, right? And three married couple, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, any other single member here? F is unmarried. Okay, so F can be at any place. F is there. What will be the position? H is single. H is single. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is remaining. So G, the spouse of G is D. That means D cannot be here. That means E should be here and D should be here. So our final arrangement will be like F, D, B, A, C, E, G, H, right? So friends, while doing the questions of sitting arrangement where blood relation is included, you have to keep in mind, you have to do the question very carefully, right? You have to make blood relation separately and arrangement separately, right? So friends, this was all about the today's session. We have some more questions of linear sitting arrangement that we will be discussing in the next class. So thank you so much friends for the class. Okay.